In the first place, the Special Prosecutor's Office, the intentions are not it was wrong. And I'm talking about Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo setting up the Special Prosecutor's Office. It wasn't to fight corruption. Now, you know, the Special Prosecutor's Office was one, to go after his political opponents. That was straightforward, and that was to go after Mahama and his brothers, go after the NDC, go after. So strategically, as we all know, Akufo-Addo, very diabolical, slimy, dangerous politician, he wanted to use the same NDC to prosecute NDC. And what he did was he convinced Martin Amidu, who was bitter already. Martin Amidu, who always felt he was supposed to be vice president than Mahama. Martin Amidu, who always felt he's intelligent than anybody in the NDC. The moment they approached him, he saw it as a good opportunity to prove himself to his own NDC. So he looked through and saw a better man, Martin Amidu, and said, come and be the special prosecutor. Now, when Martin Amidu came into office, Martin Amidu realized that the documents he is seeing and the level of corruption going on, he realized that what is in front of him or ahead of him is greater than what is behind him, because he took a step back and he could not get anything substantial to prosecute. Now, when Martin Amidu decided to look at what is in front of him, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo switched. Now, at a point, Martin Amidu was like, you know what? You are forcing me to do something that I know I cannot do, because there's a difference between somebody being accused of something and somehow being guilty, and somebody you are forcing somebody to be guilty about something. Now, Martin Amidu Behu say Akufo-Addo didn't see officer just to go after enemies. Now, what happened was, time Akufo-Addo said Martin Amidu does not want to play ball, they devised a plan and they kicked him out. Now, after Akufo-Addo kicked Martin Amidu out, he still needed to make a statement, because now the agenda has still not been fulfilled. And the agenda is to prosecute Mahama, prosecute his brothers, go after the NDC, and make sure they put all of them in jail. But he wanted to do it without his fingerprints being shown in there. That is the modus operandi of these Achim Sakawa boys. Gabi, Ufuriata, Bamti, that is their work. They stay behind the scenes. It's the same way they did the PDS. They will sit back, get their boys to do the damage, and then when you start to point fingers, you won't see them. Unless you are like me, you go deep and bring WhatsApp chat, bring documents, audios, before you can see their fingerprints in there. So they basically decided to look for somebody who would do that job. Now, when this guy came into office, he realized that the Akufo-Addo government and the Akufo-Addo family, they have done too much damage. Now, this guy did not know what to do. Is he going to go after the Akufo-Addo government, or he's going to just let them slide and then make his money? So this guy adopted a strategy. I'm not going to go after them. I am going to make sure that I also make enough money from this office. So what he did was, I am now going to be a protector of the people who employed me. Instead of him being a prosecutor, he became a protector. So instead of him prosecuting these people who are in government, and what he came to meet, remember, this guy came to meet a lot of prosecutorial docket on the desk of Martin Amidu. In fact, he came to meet Ejapa, he came to meet PDS, he came to meet low-hanging fruit cases. He did not touch them. Now, what this guy came to represent was a protector of corruption. Now, what we are seeing now is that Kissie Jabi, who was supposed to be a prosecutor, who was supposed to be the mouthpiece of us, the watchdog, now Kissie Jabi has become the protector of his employer. He is now protecting the people who employed him to be sitting on the booty. When I say on the booty, every money that has been sent to the Special Prosecutor's Office at this point, when you do the accountability of those monies, it is zero.